The kettenkrad, and last I left off, I started doing the other side of the track, and it's just individual track links. It's basically taking them off the sprue, which that's the most time-consuming part. Laying them down and then putting a drop of glue just to put the pads on, and basically by the end of the week, before you know it, we should have the other track done so we can put it on the other side. And what I'm going to plan on doing is once I get the track built and on, then I'll probably I'll glue them onto the wheel itself. I'll probably do both at the same time. That way I can start shoving spacers in there to get the sag of the track. And then I went ahead and started sanding down the sides there. So got a couple more passes to go with some sandpaper, and I'll get that smoothed out, and then pretty much track duty will be done, and then we can basically probably I gotta glue a couple parts down that popped open, but hopefully I need to put a little tulip on, and then we'll hopefully start painting. Of course, I gotta remember what I left off, because I did leave off some hoses and a couple other little items just to make painting a little bit easier, and then it won't be hampered down. But anyway, we'll get to that point sooner or later. But anyway, we'll get there. So that's where I stand on the kettenkrad. The bird of prey. Bird of prey is just almost done. I put a Mr. Detailer wash around the, I call it the rust ring around the bird of prey. Put a couple washes, a few little places. Did a little pigment just to get a little brown in there, just kind of make it a little bit dirty. I did it on the bottom as well. And I took the airbrush and did basically an ink wash with the airbrush, just at a low setting, and just did some post shading. I took the mask off the engine there, and if you can see right through here, I basically I didn't want to mask all that off, and it was just more time consuming. So what I did is since I used my metallic gray there, I took some thinner and a little bit of a toothpick action here, and I have been just getting thinner in there and scraping that away, and then I will have all the perfect squares with the aid of the toothpick and some thinners. So getting real close to putting that on, getting that done, and then once I get the washes taken care of, because Mr. Detailer is basically got to get a wet cloth or a cotton swab, and just wipe it off, just get the shine off, and it'll go in the recesses, and then we'll put on some Klingon decals. So that's getting close to getting to be decal duty. I got to do a little more weathering. There's a couple spots I want to dirty up just a tad bit more, especially on the sides here. It's just that's where the decal goes, and then when I get the decal on, I'll weather it too. So trying to not jump ahead, but trying to do stuff on there so I remember what I've done so far. But anyway, that is where I stand on it. The TV8. Took Tamiya, wherever the hell I put it. Tamiya olive drab, and that's the closest color I could come to basically the 1950s olive drab color. I got one good coat on it in top and bottom, and I'm hoping to once this really dries today, I'll before I go to bed this evening, I'll put another coat on there, and then I'll probably end up taking crystal clear there and doing a spray on it just to seal it, since it is a resin kit. Don't want it to scrape off when you touch it, because it kind of wants to do it on the photo etch, which that's just expected, because I really didn't primer it too much on there. I was asked if this was straight, and it is. It is pretty darn straight, top turret and the main turret, so we are good to go. Basically, next time after I get another coat on here, and then I'll start doing a track, and that'll probably be metallic gray and probably some dark track that MIG has. But I'll get to there hopefully today. If not, it'll be middle part of the week. So we'll get that almost painted. And I've tried to find, I found a couple pictures where it's got a star on the side. I want to look through the parts box, see if I have a decal. I think it looks, I think it would look cool with the star decal on there. But anyway, we'll jump that bridge once we get there. The female tank, it's getting real close to being done. I got to add a little more pigments on here. I went ahead and muddied up the track, and I dirtied the track, which I'm going to do on this one, but I'm not going to do mud. And I actually bought some European mud from Vallejo, and I really like this stuff. It's kind of, best way to explain it, it's really thick, and it's actually got like, almost like real mud, if you look at it. It's got a nice texture, and they have all different styles, like Russian mud, European mud, you know, Oklahoma mud, I guess, and other stuff. But anyway, if you thin it out with some water, you can get different effects on it too. And what I've done is I took a very little bit of it and got it all on the track, and then I went ahead and took pigments and mixed it in there too. So you got you basically get a earthy tone with the mud, and it gives it a unique appearance, and it dries pretty flat, especially with the pigments. And I always use, and where did I stick it? I use matte varnish for kind of a sealer, if you will. If you can see where it's going on through there. And now I put the little thick on here just a little bit, and I'll go back in and do some more pigments and use I'll use Mr. Decal solvent there. That'll just get it a little more realistic, and then put a spray on it, and we'll be good to go. So female tank is just about to get done. So hopefully I can do a little bit more today, and we can get this finished off and get it to its rightful owner. The Vandiver car, last I left off, I had it primered, and then I went and sanded off the rough spots that the primer does for me touching it, and I put filler primer on there, which I think is Mr. Surfacer. There's one thing though, and I thought it was part of the primer itself, but there's actually, if you can see it, there's actually two lines on the car. It's actually the metal kit itself, and I didn't bother to sand it. I tried to sand it down just a little bit, and it wouldn't do anything. So after the filler primer dried, I went in with cheap yellow spray paint there. Got one light coat on. I'm going to let that dry today. And basically before I go to bed tonight, I'm going to put another coat. And I'll probably put about 3 coats on here. And it should be just enough to be coated. And then I can take Future, spray a couple coats on it, and we'll be good to go on putting the black down. And then there's actually a red line. I forgot to print out a picture of the Vandiver car. I'll try to do that because I need one, because I got to do it for the decals. But there's so much to do, and there's just not enough time in the day to do it all. But anyway, got the yellow on, and this is probably going to be boring, so I'm probably going to I'll show everyone in the next video the second coat on there, and then basically got to let it sit for a couple days, so it won't be a whole lot of me touching it and or talking about it. But anyway, that's where I stand on the Vandiver car. Just got to put some more yellow on it. The Warhammer, I don't know if you can really see it. I'm trying to, got the shield painted, and basically did the gold accents around the shield. Now, I haven't done the gem or anything yet, and I wanted to get that on because I want to do a wash on the shield and sword itself, and I got to do a couple more washes on the figure itself. Haven't done any really flesh tones, haven't done you know, any washes on the hair or anything of that nature. So I'm hopefully I can get some more I'm going to do some more washes on it as time permits. But anyway, I had to do the twins here, the new minis. I got them primered again. Went in and I had some flesh because I had to touch up Mr. Fabio there, and I did the flesh on him. But I forgot metal kits have seams, and I don't know if you can actually see it. It's my little camera here, but yeah, it's seam lines, and I have to go in with the sharp number 11. And we are trying to get all the little seam lines out, and I got to go in and clean these up on both figures, so that'll probably be today and tomorrow, and then hopefully we can start painting on it. But anyway, that's always little setbacks when you paint, because when you start painting you actually see the seams, and I actually had Mr. Optivisor actually seeing it, so that's where I stand on it. And one more thing, the Viper, which let me grab here. Painted the Viper in MIG Pale Gray, and this is my favorite gray paint so far. I think it's an excellent science fiction gray color, especially for Vipers, or I'm going to even say Star Trek. I think it's just actually fantastic. But anyway, got the base coat on. So we are looking really good. Got the pre-shade, and I'm the type of person that I like to put light coats on. I like to pre-shade the show through. I think it makes it look more dirtier. But anyway, I wanted to show that because I had to take pictures. And since we're talking about pictures, I went ahead and I had to move my little picture backdrop, which was from up there, which I liked it, and but it was kind of in the way, and I have a lot of stuff I hang on the pegboard that I like to dig off, especially clamps, trying to get rid of the wall of clamps there and try to do more of them on the peg board. But anyway, I had a paint rack here, and I wanted to, since I got rid of it, I thought, well, hell, I'll just stick this here. I think it looks pretty nice, and it's out of the way. Plus, I don't have many things over here, especially the computer, but I can take pictures, and I really don't have a whole lot of lighting for photography. These are more lights to actually build. I mean, you can actually see it, but for photography lights, I have to do it a little bit differently. So this works out even better. So anyway, I wanted to show everyone my little photography session, which I'm not a photographer by no means. I just kind of dabble in it for the picture taking. But anyway, that is what I've got going on today. I may have a shed update, and who knows, we may kind of do something different with that. And I may have some more kits, who knows, because I don't know what I got on order. But anyway, that's what I got going on. We got the base coat on the Viper, and we're taking pictures of it for the fine scale how-to model magazine. The Vandiver car is getting its yellow. We're doing some cleanup work on and painting on the Warhammer stuff. Weathering the female tank, painting the TV-8, weathering the bird of prey, and we got track duty on the kettenkrad. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.